Hello friends, I am Nitesh Pradhan from LabVIEW Programming. In this video, we will discuss about the data structure of LabVIEW. Okay, it is the second part of that LabVIEW beginner tutorial. Okay, in this video, we will discuss about the data type. And so, I will make the same video in Hindi also. If you will search LabVIEW data type in Google, then you will get this link: data type and structure, national instruments, and data structure in LabVIEW. So you need to open this data structure in LabVIEW. So there, the data structure in LabVIEW, if you will open, then national instruments defined. There are 6 to 7 data type: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are 7 data types in the LabVIEW. So first one is the string data type. So first one is the string data type. Okay, this one, string data type. First one is the string data type. A string, a string is a sequence of displayable and non-displayable ASCII characteristics. Okay, one is the string data type. Second is the numeric data type. LabVIEW represent numeric data as a floating point, mixed floating point, integer, unsigned integer, complex number, double, single precision, as well as complex data is represented with the color of orange and blue. Okay, so there second one is the numeric data type. So third one is the Boolean data type. LabVIEW stores Boolean data. LabVIEW stores LabVIEW store Boolean data at 8-bit values. You can use a Boolean value to represent 0 or 1, true and false. Okay, so true and false, 0 or 1, you can store the data. That is a Boolean data type. The third one is a dynamic data type. Dynamic data types is the 1D array, 1D array of waveform. Dynamic data type, it means it is based on graph. Okay, we'll show you in the LabVIEW. And 1D array scalar, all graph and chart related in data type. This comes under dynamic data type. Most express VI accept and return dynamic data type. Okay, so this dynamic data type we can use we use this dynamic data type, we can display the dynamic data type using the bar, chart, and graph. Okay, then fifth type of data type is the array. Array is the collection of same type of data type. Array is the collection of same type of data type. And we know array are combined data points of the same data type. Array are combined data points of same type of data type into one data structure. Okay, one data structure matlab ki it means one data structure, it means Boolean is a one data structure, string is a one data structure, and string is a Boolean, numeric, and string. There are 3 different data structures. So we can create array. We can create array of the same data same type of data type. So you can see here, this one is a numeric data type. Okay, this one is numeric data type, and this one is a numeric. It is a numeric array because it is numeric data type. It is also a numeric array. It is also a numeric array. It is also a numeric array. Okay, and after that we have one different kind of data type. So you can create the array of string. You can create the array of Boolean also. We'll show how can we design one data type. Okay, so second now our third one is the sixth one. Our sixth one is the cluster data type. Cluster is a group of element. Okay, cluster is a group of element. Wait. Cluster is a group of element with mixed data type. Mixed data type means ki if you will create a cluster, then you can use the numeric, you can use the string, you can use the Boolean. It is a collection of different kind of data types. This is the kind of group. Okay, you can see here, this one is a numeric data type, is a string data type, and gender, this or grade. Okay, this is the so it is a Boolean data type. So it is a collection of different types of data type. You can see here, this one, this pink line represents string. Why? We can we have, okay, the pink one is the string, the color is a pink, the orange and blue is a numeric data type. The boolean is a green data type. Okay, and the deep blue is dynamic data type. Okay, so there are new channel. So new channel is string kind of data type, and the new function. Okay, here the new functions. Wait, the new functions. This is the numeric data type, and this is the boolean data type. Okay, so this is a collection of this kind of data type. If you will extract, then you will find same kind of things you can extract according to your requirement. Okay, this is a renum. A renum is derived, is a special kind of data type. Array is the derived data type, cluster is the derived data type, and enum is also a derived data type. Okay, so enum, and enum is called enumerated control, enumerated constant, enumerated indicators. Enum is a combination of all type of data. An enum represent a pair of value, a string and a numerical, where the enum can be one of the list of value. Okay, this one is the enum data type, and here we have, okay, if you want to display, then if you want to give the choice to user to select any kind of any month according to their choice. Okay, you want to give the choice to user for to put a name of any of the months. Okay, so at that place user will use different kind of user will use different kind of calligraphy, user will use different kind of the spellings, they can create so many kinds of the disturbance. Okay, so just because the lots of programming are the case sensitive every time, so at the condition of case sensitive, uh, LabVIEW will not recognize sorry, user given month name. Okay, for that if we have the finite number, so we have a solution. We can put the data, we can put that name as a item, and LabVIEW will read each item with this displayable number. Okay, it is third type of data type. So now let's go to our LabVIEW and see how can we where is that all data type and how can we use it. Okay, so this is our LabVIEW platform. So it is our LabVIEW platform. If you will right click, okay, if you will right click in the front panel, you will find, if you will right click in the front panel, it will open up control palette. So first one is the numeric. Okay, the first one is the numeric data structure, second one is the boolean data structure, third one is the string data structure, then data containers has two different kind of data type, array data type and cluster data type. Okay, then after that there is a graph. This is the dynamic data type, first one, second one, third one, fourth and fifth. Then after that this one is the graph. This one is the graph dynamic data type, and this one is enum and ring. This one seventh number. Okay, so let's start with the data type. This one is numeric data type. Take numeric data type first. Okay, I think my system is very slow. Okay, it is numeric data type. Okay, so numeric data type, it's this one. Now we'll take the second data type, that will be the, okay, now right click. Second one is the my boolean data type. This one is the boolean data type. Look at the color. The color of numeric data type is the orange and the color of boolean data type is green. Now take one another data type, string. So string is our, okay, is it so pink. So this pink one is our string data type. Okay, now we have three data type. We have three data type. Good. After that, now we have three basic data type. The colors are orange, green and pink. Okay, now we have fourth number data type, which is secondary data type. Okay, derived data type. So that is array. Now take array. It is just an array cell. There has no data type. It is just an array cell. Okay, if it is just an array cell, let's take one another array cell. It's also again one. Okay, this is array cells. There are no differentiation between the array cells. If I will take one numeric and I will place inside them, so it is a numeric array. It is one dimension numeric array. If I will take one boolean and I will place inside the array 2, it is a array data type. Okay, it is a array, so it is a boolean array. It is a 1D boolean array. This one is the 1D string array. This one is a 1D boolean array. If I will place the string inside the, so it is a string data type. Okay, so it is, and third one is a string data type. Okay, so now place all those things one by one. Now fourth one, we have one in containers cluster. So cluster is a third type of data type. So this is a cluster cell, not a cluster, complete cluster. Okay, so it's a cluster, and in this cluster there is a cluster. Okay, so this one is a cluster data type. So but it is a cluster cell, it is not any kind of defined cluster. So let's come and take one string here, and you can paste one string inside the cluster. Now the color is changed. Okay, Control Z, right click, come here, come and take a numeric data type. If you will place a numeric data type inside the cluster, so now you can see the color has changed. Now come to the boolean. Now you can take one boolean data type inside the cluster. Okay, now after that you can take one string data type inside this cluster also. Okay, if you want, so you can create one array inside the cluster also. You can create an array inside the cluster also. Okay, so these are the 1 2 3 4 5. These are the 5 different kind of data types which is present. And now one another data type is present. The name is the cluster and dynamic. That means the graph and chart. So this one is the data type, graph and chart. Every data type are related to the one. They have different section. Okay, numeric, string, boolean, and they have their related input output. And the last one is the enum rate. Okay, this one is the enum. So if you will take enum, then it is ring. If you will take enum, then this one is enum. So this one is enum, but enum is just a enum is comes views in enum as a different kind of special characters of the data types. Okay, so let's see what we can know about this data type. Okay, so now okay, great. So now if you want to put anything in enum, so now right click and come to the edit item. If you will click in edit item, then you can, it will be open one property box. Okay, I think my system is very slow. That's because it's taking too much time. Okay, so it's open an enum property. So enum property enum. So now in this enum property, because the name is the enum also, so if we'll change, then the property will be the change. So now I can add. Okay, so now I can double click here, or I can use insert button. Okay, and sub subtract for sub. Okay, we can change the move up. I can move up. Now after the, I can click here, okay, and I can write multiply. Okay, so there are three things, and after that I have one four divide, div. Okay, so we have four items, and the values are 0 1 2 3. Okay, now you can see, if you will click, then our entities, our items are present here. So there are seven different kind of the what uh, data types are present here, but for all of them they have the some different kind of all of them. Press Ctrl and Ctrl T to open new. Let's go. So everybody has their own different kind of the functions. So here you will find the functions for the numeric. Okay, this is the numeric data type related functions. This is a function related to Boolean data type. Its function related to the string data type. Its function related to array data type. Its function related to the cluster data type. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5 data type. Now we have the waveform. Okay, there is the function related to waveform dynamic data type. Okay, so 6, and you can use enum to control this case structure. Okay, we'll see how can we use. Okay, now let's come here and we'll see what we can do or what we cannot. First, come and take this three basic data type. Okay, three basic data type. Come here. Okay, now zoom it. Okay, now it is a numeric data type, this one. So this one is the our, it is numeric control terminal. It is numeric control terminal, Boolean control terminal, string control terminal, array, numeric 1D array control terminal, string 1D array control terminal, or it is, sorry, Boolean 1D array control terminal and string 1D array control terminal. So if I want to create one indicator, okay, for this controller, right click, come here, create, and create indicator. Okay, indicator. So now if I want to create one indicator for this, so now come to the create and create indicator. Okay, right click, come to the create and create indicator. Now you can see there are like the wires. So, okay, these wires, so this color is the orange. So this orange wire will transfer the Boolean, sorry, numeric data. This green wire will transfer the Boolean data, and this orange wire will transfer, sorry, pink wire will transfer the data, string data. Now if I will click here, right click, if I will right click here and create indicator, I will go to the create and create indicator. Okay, look at here. If I will right click and create indicator, if I will right click and create indicator, so you can see the thickness of line, the thickness of this, and the thickness of this. Okay, wait, I am changing the location. Look at here, the thickness of wire. So thickness of wire are higher, the thickness of wire are higher than the thickness of wire are higher than the this one. Okay, so the thickness of wire of array, the thickness of wire of array is higher than the thickness of wire of numeric. Okay, so the thick, okay, you can see here, this is okay. So all this one is the array for numeric, and this one is the array for Boolean, and this one is array for string. Okay, now it is the my cluster. So if you will right click, create indicator, so it is a cluster. It has a different kind of the wires. There are different things. Okay, there are different kind of wire. Okay, and it's enumerate, sorry, graph, waveform, graph, and it's a waveform chart. Okay, so these are the different kind of wires, sorry, data type with their output. Okay, so each data type has their own quality, own functions, and own limitations. Okay, so one by one we'll see what is their quality, what is their limitations of the each data type. Okay, so let's select all and delete. Now if I come here and if I will take one numeric control and if I will take numeric indicator, okay, so you will find both numeric control and indicator here. Now I am connecting using this connecting tools. Okay, now label as same. Okay, good. So this one is the my numeric control and this one is the my numeric indicator. Okay, it's a numeric data type. So here in this numeric data type, this is the increment and this is decrement. If you want to put the value, so directly you can write value and you can for run you can press Control R. Okay, uh, either you can use this increment or decrement button also. So what is the first difference between increment numeric control indicator? This the background is white, the background is gray. There is the increment decrement, there is no increment decrement, and here the arrow is outwards, arrow is inwards. The thickness of this border, the thickness of control is greater than the thickness of the indicators. Okay, now it's just the first thing. Now if you will right click on the numeric control or numeric indicator, you will find the representation. So we know the numeric has so we know the numeric has positive numbers and negative number both. So you can generate a positive number and negative number both by using this. Okay, we can okay, positive and negative both number. Okay, so if you will right click in any one numeric control and indicators, okay, numeric control and indicator, and if you will come to the representation, you will find this plot. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the numeric representation. Okay, so let's come to the that Google page, okay, where we have search about the numeric. Okay, so now numeric data type. Numeric LabVIEW represent numbers in the floating points, fixed floating points, integers, unsigned integers, complex number. There are two things. One is the DBL, and one is the I. The color is blue, so the color is blue, color is orange, and the integer color is blue. You can see the blue words here, and you can see the orange word. So let's come to the our LabVIEW and check it. Now this one is the what is the selected here? DBL is selected here. The color of DBL is orange. If I will select I64, so the color is changed. Now you want to see, then I can okay, now right click in the indicator, come to the representation. The DBL is automatically selected. Okay, so we can see here I64 DBL, I64 and DBL. Okay, DBL, I64. Now if I will right click, okay, wait, if I will right click here, okay, and if I will come to the representation, and if I will select I64, so if I will select I64, then color has been changed. So the LabVIEW okay, so the LabVIEW shows what LabVIEW shows. Okay, and complex number. Okay, the LabVIEW represent the numeric data, the floating points, fixed, okay, unsigned bit, and complex number, double side and side. Complex number data are represent are the and all integers here, all integers are the blue. Okay, so blue are only for the integers. Okay, what is this numeric representation? Let's check about the numeric representation. If you will open about the numeric representation to study, then you will find, okay, so numeric representation associated the floating points. Okay, floating points. So what is the floating points? Floating points mean the value with the decimal number. Floating point with the this is the rational number, fixed floating point. Okay, floating point, it means the value with the decimal number. Okay, and after that we have one integer. Okay, we have the integer value. After that we have the integers value. Now come here, okay, we have the floating point integers. Now come to the integers. Let's see what it will show. So integer has the byte 8-bit, words I16 long and quartz, byte long quartz, byte long quartz, and byte words long quartz. So 8-bit integer has the 8-bit of storage. The words integer has the 16-bit. The long integer has the 32-bit. Okay, which is the best uses, and the I64, that's called quartz. The quartz integer has the 64-bit storage. Okay, so now let's say the, okay, so this one is the single precision. The color of a single precision floating point is the orange. If you, okay, and all those complex floating point, floating extended, double and extended, double and single, all floating point and complex will present with in the form of orange. And all kind of integer, byte, word, long, all kind of integer are present in the form of, okay, in the form of blue. So there are the different kind of representations. So now, okay, you can change if you will, if you have the numeric control in the dbl, and if you have the numeric indicator with the dbl also. Okay, so it is a, so you can change. So how can we change? Right click, come to the representation, you can change I64, right click, come to the dbl, you can change and you can, okay. So it's you can use this uh, numeric numbers, okay, numeric data type. It's a basic concept about the numeric data type. There are so many basic concepts about the numeric data type. Will show you, and I will tell you how can you design that all data type, and how can you grow up your the learning concept of the this data type. So this one is the, now let's come to the string. Sorry, string. So string data type. Now right click and take the string indicator. So this one is the string data type. This one is control, this one is the indicator. Why the arrow is outwards, and the thickness of the body, you can see the thickness of body is, the thickness of the controller is more than the thickness of the indicator. Now you will find, okay, the this one is the white and this one is gray. If I will write here NITES and I will press Ctrl R, then it will display the NITES name. Okay, but you can right click here and you can come to the normal display, okay, hex display and password display. Now right click here, I had changed into the password display. Now Ctrl R, okay, password display. If I will change NITRAIPUR, everything will show you in the password, but here we are showing in the normal display, because the normal display is selected here and the password display is selected here. Okay, you can raise the size, okay, up and down and any side for the any kind of the string. Okay, so this is the string data type. Now delete. I deleted in from the front panel, so I found some wires. Okay, that is the broken wire. Okay, this wire is not connected to anything, so now press Ctrl B. Now come to the numeric. Okay, sorry, boolean. If you will use this boolean, okay, if you use this boolean, so you can now. So this one is the control and this one is indicator, the outputs and the side, but this one is control. Now here I am pressing. So boolean has some mechanical action. Boolean is the representation of the mechanical actions. Let's come, what is the boolean? Okay, let's go back. So what is the boolean? Boolean, find the more information about Boolean control and mechanical action. So let's read once here. Boolean store data with 8 bit. You can use Boolean to LabVIEW to reprint 0 1 or a true and false. If 8 bit value is 0, the Boolean value is 0 if any non-zero value is present and true. Okay, so a Boolean control is typically used the conditional statement of exit in while loop. Okay, but you can the common application of Boolean data includes the reprinting digital data and serving as a front panel control that acts switch as a mechanical action. So what is the meaning of mechanical action? So if you will see, there are the mechanical actions. Okay, let's minimize the size. So there are mechanical action: switch when pressed, switch when released, switch when pressed, switch when released, switch until release, latch when pressed, latch when released, latch until release. So change to control value each time. Okay, change when you will release. Okay, change when you will release. Okay, it will create a chain till when you pressed. Okay, so there are different kind of concepts. Then latch action: latch when pressed, latch when released, latch when released, latch until released. So let's come and check the property here. Right click, come to the mechanical action. Now it's selected switch when pressed. So when I am pressing, that is a switching. First when I pressed it's off, second when I pressed it on. Okay, if I will change the mechanical action from switch when release, now run. When I will be released, it will be changed. Now I had pressed. When you will click and release, then it will change the state. When you will be click and release, then it will be change the state. When you will click and release, then it will change the state. Now in the first one, when you click, that change the state. Now third one, run vi. Now I am clicking, so it's change. So if you will click according to your clicking, okay, if I will leave it, it will come the previous state. Okay, so it's act like a buzzer. So it's act like your buzzer. So doorbell. Okay, it's act like your doorbell. Okay, now third one is the, let's come. Now third one, run. Okay, okay, run. It's toggle and okay, it's a latch when release. So now it's on and I am going to press. Okay, it's also on, run. So it's off and it's on. Again I am going, so now leave it this one on. So leave this one off and it's on. Now run. So it will be on. So it will be take your previous actions value. Okay, it will take your previous actions value. Okay, it will take your previous actions value. So these are the latch concepts. Okay, so there are these are the basic concept. To know about the array data type, we will see the functions in the array only. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.